This is what a representative has to do, is to listen to the community, to the constituents that he or she is charged to represent in Washington. And it's the only way that you understand what's going on. It's a lesson that you can learn in a lot of different places in life. It's certainly a lesson I learned very well in Iraq, where so much of my day was spent going out and listening to people to understand what was going on and try to help them. You can't just understand a situation in a community by reading books or reading reports or hearing things on TV. You've got to go meet the people, and that's what I was doing here tonight.
And in doing that listening, what did you hear?
I heard an awful lot of concern, a lot of passion in the room, a lot of very legitimate concern about what's gone on in the fishery, but also some very, very thoughtful analysis. This isn't just a group of people who are upset at what's happened. This is a group of people who really want to be part of finding a solution and making sure that we can have a sustainable fishery here, which is ultimately what they want, and it's also what the environmentalists want.
In your role, if you are elected, in your role as a congressman, what can you do to bring that about?
Well, there's obviously a lot of regulatory reform that needs to happen, and there's a lot more dialogue that needs to occur between the federal government agencies that regulate the fisheries and the fishermen who know it best. And it surprises me that the regulators don't spend more time learning from the fishermen. But I'm going to learn from the fishermen. I'm going to learn as much as I can so that I can be a good advocate for all the things that they represent, that they want better science. They want science that actually understands what's going on out in the fisheries. They want regulations that are responsive to the conditions that exist in real life, not the conditions that exist in some computer model. These are reasonable things. My background, education-wise, is in science. I have an undergraduate degree in physics. And what they're asking for is not to push aside the science, but to embrace it and just make sure it's good science.
Was there anything you heard tonight that surprised you?
I think I'm continually surprised by the divide between the regulators and the fishermen. Mm-hmm. And it's a theme I've heard many times before, but I think it's always shocking just how deep that divide really is.